ever just have one of those days where you have no motivation, you don't want to do anything, and before you know it, 3 hours has gone by and you haven't done anything? Welcome. Everybody, and welcome back. Sammy here at Sammy J Stitches. It is the beginning of a new vlog. Cross our fingers and hopefully that this is going to save and not disappear on me, you know, that we have a better week. It is Thursday, March 14th. It's already 9 o'clock. Like, where did the last 3 hours go? I've been watching Flosstube, so that's a little bit of it. I've been, like, watching Flosstube. I have done a little bit of organizing, but for the most part, I am typically already, like, absorbed in my stitching by 9 o'clock at night, and I haven't even pulled it out yet. Like, what is wrong with me? Okay, so I got some pretty good sleep last night because I got to go to bed a little earlier, thanks to not working last night. And my boss texted me at 3 o'clock this afternoon and is like, do you want to be on call or do you want to work this site specifically? And I said, I want my shift. Because as much as I would love to have been home, and we'll get to the hair in a second, because, man, it is not. Anyway, as much as I'd like to be home and get caught up on dishes and laundry and, you know, hang with the kids, gotta make a paycheck, right? So, and, but the other thing is if I took on call, I would spend from whatever time I got up and got motivated until around 8-ish wondering if my phone was going to ring and I was going to have to go to work. So, like, do you get dressed in your work clothes and wait? Do you get dressed in work clothes and have to change? Do you pack up the vehicle with all your stuff, or do you keep it out because you're going to stay home? It's this whole limbo that I don't care much for. So I would much rather just come to work than be sitting there going, what do I do, George? What do I do? For 3 or 4 hours. So, and I was originally scheduled to work tonight. Like, dude, I never have a part that looks like that. It's like really flat today, but yet certain parts of it want to stick straight up in the air. My husband took, look, do you see it? We were driving to work today because we rode together, and he was like, Sam, say hi. So I looked at him and I'm like, hi? And he took a picture and my hair is standing straight up. I look like a cockatoo with their little, it's not alfalfa because it wasn't back here. It's up here. It's my bangs. Like, I've put water in them. I mean, I showered. I don't know. I'm in that weird middle phase where it's like, do you go and cut your hair because this crap is driving you crazy, or do you let it grow out? Honestly, I'm kind of feeling a haircut, because I kind of like my hair short. I like not having to do anything with it. Of course, when it's longer, all I do is throw it up in a ponytail anyway, so I mean, I don't know. I hadn't decided yet. So, let's get to whatever we're doing tonight. As always, Mini Phantom of the Masquerade will be first on the list. We will end the night with Autumn Wreath because it's still not Saturday. I still need to find something to do my brown stitches on. I'm really thinking I may pull out Lady of the Flag for that. I've got Spangled on the Q-Snap because I need to do the 310 black for extra credit. So I'll probably work on that after Mini Phantom of the Masquerade. Maybe be able to throw those 300 stitches into something brown tonight and then Autumn Wreath call it done. If we're being honest, that's probably all I'm going to get done. I am off the next 2 nights, so stitching will be minimal, videoing, you know how it goes. I do want to do a stitch with me though, so I want to plan on maybe Sunday having a stitch with me up, because I usually Wednesday, Thursday-ish when I normally put up videos, so it's kind of halfway in between. I got a really good response last time, so I'd like to do it. I'm probably just going to do it either one way or the other, depending on how I feel that day, is whether you'll see me or whether you'll see the stitching. But I probably won't do both because that was a headache and a half. And while everybody was very supportive and there was no real complaints on my video, I didn't like it. It irritates me. Like, I was spazzing. I almost took the video down a couple hours after putting it up when I got my first comment that there was an issue with the video. I was like, I just want to take it down. But people were actively watching it while I was contemplating this, so I held off. It went okay. So I just got to kind of come up with something to talk about, right? But I do pretty good blabbering on here, so it shouldn't be any different. Okay, so I'm going to get started. You've pretty much seen all this stuff. I may put, like, I want to get better at making these videos just a little extra. So, you know, maybe doing like before picture or something. I don't know. But right now, I'm going to get to stitching. And then I'll check back in later and we will just see what happens. Okay? Okay. Hey, y'all. My hair has not gotten any better. This cockatoo thing, it's for real. Like, look at this. It just does not want to lay down. And this mirror, or the camera's opposite, so I'm constantly messing it up anyway. Okay, let's get back to stitching. Look how close, y'all. I will be finishing that tomorrow. Probably on a stitch with me. So look forward to that. That is, I just need to finish this block, and then this block with the little piece under it. I think it's like 150 stitches, maybe 160. And then that page will be done. One of my year of whips, check. And I won't be done with it yet because I have to stitch on it until the 31st. So I'll get a nice little chunk into the third page, ready for next year of whips. Who knows? I might even be able to get a second page done on it this year. We're not going to get crazy, though. Just, no. Okay, so after that, I started working on Spangled because I needed the 200, they're not that nice to us, 500 stitches for Cyrus Black and, or Sirius Black, and it's Stitch Black, 310. Is that enough 310 for you? Let's show you what it looked like before and what it looks like now. Quite a bit of black in there. So 500 for that, a couple hundred for Stitchopoly because, you know, those can go concurrent. I don't know, at the same time. I try and use my 10-cent words every once in a while. Okay, so that's all I've gotten to work on tonight. I literally just finished. It's about 4:30, so I'm going to pack all of this up into my car and then pull out Autumn Wreath and work on it until it's time to go home. There is a safety meeting, so I won't be out of here till 6, so I should get at least a few stitches done in it. So, excited. Part of me has been a little concerned lately. I feel like I haven't been stitching near as much because of all the project stitching and project switching. And that may be true. But who's that hurting? I mean, of course I'd love to get way more progress done, but if I don't, whatever. Stitching, it's a hobby, people. It's not a job. It's not going to win you any awards, I don't think. Maybe a state fair. So anyway, I just tell myself to chill out. I had to stop for a little while to pay bills. Damn that adulting. So anyways, we're all good to go for today. I will try my best to check in tonight. I'm taking the kids bowling today. And getting the oil changed in the car. That's adulting, right? So anyway, you never know. I may record a little bit of that and add it on to the end of the video because I like to give y'all little snippets of my personal life. And hopefully I won't be too tired when we get home, and then I'll record, and then I'll stitch, and normal. If not, I'll see you in a couple days. Either way, for you, it'll be just a few seconds. So see you soon. Hey everybody, and welcome back. It is Sunday, March 17th. Let's see. So I didn't record it all yesterday. I didn't stitch it all yesterday. I did a metric ton of stuff all day, and then I was exhausted. All cool. I just finished filming a Stitch With Me video where I finished page 2 on Mini Phantom of the Masquerade. So I'm finishing up editing right now. Then I will upload while I'm sleeping tomorrow, so it should go up sometime. It should have went up sometime Monday. This one will probably go up Wednesday-ish. I don't know. I'm not even sure how much I've recorded. Y'all know how I work. When I get between that, like, 35 to an hour mark, somewhere in there, I usually stop and upload. So, we've got a mess tonight because I was in such a rush to leave the house. I'm not talking about my hair. Jeez. Judgy. No. It's just going to be a mess for a while. It's in that growing out phase. If you don't like it, don't look. I forgot my notebook. So that's where I usually keep my stitch count. That's where everything is, how I forgot it. I even told my husband, I was like, I can't work under these conditions. I need to go home and get my notebook. But he told me no. So, anyway. So I don't have a notebook, so I'm a little scatterbrained. I'm not sure what I've worked on, what I haven't. I need to work on brown tonight, so we'll probably be pulling out Lady of the Flag. Since I already did my Mini Phantom of the Masquerade stitches for the day, probably pull that out, get my 300 stitches there, because homework literally ends in like 4 hours. And then maybe we'll see, like at midnight when homework gets posted, if I can use it. If not, I'll spin. Who knows what we're going to work on tonight. You will here in just a few seconds, because I'll have come back to you and showed you an update. But other than that, life update in case you don't watch Stitch With Me. Yesterday we went bowling. Ryan whooped our butts. The kids really enjoyed it. It was our only real spring breaky type thing we got to do together, because I ended up working all spring break. Let's see. Went grocery shopping. Bought a firearm. I'm taking the level 3 class in 2 weeks, so more on that later. I don't know. I'm just really in the mood to stitch, so I'm going to get to stitching, and I will check back in with y'all here in a little bit. On back real quick because I forgot. Today's Sunday, which made yesterday Saturday, which made yesterday Whip Go Day. And since, of course, I wasn't here to record it, we do Whip Go when I am. So, again, I don't have my notebook. I'm telling you, this thing is life. And I'm not going to survive the night without it. But I do have the original, so I made it on a computer and I printed it out. And so I have the document that I made it from. So y'all are just going to have to trust me when it comes to which one it landed on, right? I don't think that's too much to ask. Plus, I only have a rough idea of which ones we've already drawn, so, but, let's see where I got with Autumn Wreath. If you saw at some point where I had a whole bunch of stitches go up this way to finish the wreath, yeah, I had to rip those out because they were all wrong. So I got a lot of stuff over in here done. So this one's going to go up, and whatever we draw now is what is going to come out. Luckily, I do a lot of stuff on my phone, so some stuff is still with me. Let me get it where we need to be. Okay, Whip Go. closer. G. Okay. What all do we have colored in G? I don't even know. Spangled. We did spangled last week, right? I think. Oh, well, we may just have to take a chance for one night if I think it's a repeat. So, down the G column. What row? What row? What row? Row. 3. Ooh, stop there, stop there, stop there. 3. Lady of the Flag, which is perfect because I was going to pull her out to work on her tonight anyway. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a heart already. Pretty sure. And I think the goal for her is just like 12 days. And again, I'd have to consult the magic notebook to see how many days I've already worked on her. But that goal is a little easier to complete than a lot of the ones where I'm like, I have to finish it. Okay, so I'm going to go work on Lady of the Flag now. Mostly because I'm pulling her out for brown. And then because she's my whip go for the week. So she's going to get quite a bit of work tonight. I'm just going to work on her all night. Not going to mess with anything else. Cool. See y'all in the morning. Everybody, and welcome back. It is Monday, March 18th. I did not get to check back in this morning. I got pretty absorbed in my stitching and in a new show that I'm watching, and my relief got here super early, but since I was here super early for him yesterday. So y'all saw what I did on Mini Phantom of the Masquerade, and then I just stitched on the lady all the rest of the night. So here's where I got to. I got my 300 stitches of brown done with these 2 darker browns, and then I was working on Stitchopoly and just went to town. I would alternate between a little bit of skin, a little bit of her robes here, skin, robe, skin, robe. I was going to do some back stitching, but because I forgot my floss box yesterday, I didn't have the colors that I needed. So we might do some back stitching when I work on this in the morning, because and that's why I was trying to get a lot of the skin done too, so I could, because that face is creepy and that arm is odd. So we'll be working on that again in the morning, because this is my whip go project for the week. I have been doing some housekeeping today. Sorry about getting all up in your face. So it's already 8 o'clock because I just spent the last 2 hours doing a bunch of stuff that I just keep putting off, you know. Okay, so I did some commenting on YouTube. I'm slowly getting better at that. I don't reply to every comment, but I at least put a heart so that you know I read it. I try and comment whenever my brain goes, hey, you have something to say. Got my yearly stitching challenges caught up. Like, I have a spreadsheet where I put in, okay, so we have to complete 1,000 stitches on that project. I put in the name of the challenge, like, for example, hold on, let me pull it up real quick, because it's, it'll be easier that way. So I can still see. Okay, so I put like the challenge. So for this one is years at school. Then the next box, I put what I picked for that challenge. And this one was Autumn Wreath, because I did a different one for each of the 22. The next box, I put 1,000, because that's how many stitches, that's my goal, in order to complete the challenge. And then the boxes underneath, I put in how many stitches I've worked on it. And then I have it calculate at the bottom. I have it add up those boxes, and then the box beneath it subtracts the top box from that box, and so it'll let me know when I've done my 1,000. And so you can't overlap your monthlies, your weeklies, your yearlies. You can't double count those stitches. So if I use the project, like Autumn Wreath, I used for Hold on. I got this. I really don't got this. I don't remember. It was one of the challenges last week or the week before. Not last week. Have y'all seen the challenges for this week? Finding them particularly challenging. Not that one. Week 1? Or did I use it for extra credit? Let's check. I might have used it for extra credit. Yes, okay, 500 stitches in a project that has betrayed you. Something you love but is turning out harder than you thought. So, what I do is when I sign it up for that, because that's 500 stitches I can't count towards the yearly, I go in and subtract. In one of the boxes, instead of putting 500, I put minus 500. And that way I can go through my notes and just add in all the different times I worked on it. So I did complete that one during this last week because it was my whip go. So I was working on it a little bit every day. So I was working on updating that spreadsheet, my Haid spreadsheets, so that I know exactly where I'm at on those. Oh, my solar system challenge. I did, marking the boxes of things that I've worked on. Just housekeeping, just making things, catching up on all the things, and even like bill things. I made a list of the things I need to do tomorrow. I need to pay my water bill. I need to pay the house note because I have to pay those in cash. I can't pay them online. That's so hard in this day and age. It's just so much easier when I can, at work in the middle of the night, pay my bills. Anyway, got a call Progressive about my policy. Just different housekeeping stuff. So now that that's all, I'm sure I've got more that I could be doing, but I got the imminent stuff out of the way. And isn't that a really pretty sunset going on back there? It's pretty over there. It's yucky over there. I think I might be getting some rain. So now that I've got all that out of the way, it's time for stitching. So first up, mini Phantom of the Masquerade, starting that third page. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. By the way, the stitch with me at this current time, which is 8 o'clock on Monday, the stitch with me is still uploading. Part of that I think is because when I filmed part of it so that you're looking at the stitching, I do that from my phone, and when I move it over, some reason it makes it slower. There was another reason, but I don't remember what. Anyway, so it's still uploading. You should see it hopefully Tuesday. Or hopefully you saw it on Tuesday. This video may not go up till Thursday because I just really haven't talked that much. Haven't filmed that much. So, yeah, we're going to start page 3. I'm excited about that. Then I've got to try and figure out my homework. You have to come, well, you don't have to do anything. They're urging students to complete 3 courses, pick 3 courses for the 3rd year. You can complete all 5 if you choose to, which I'm going to have to try. Now, typically I'm pretty confident that what my piece fits. I don't have to ask questions. This week I'm feeling like the explanations are a little bit vague, probably on purpose to be a little more challenging. So I'm going, instead of going, does this piece fit? Does that piece fit? To the professors, I'm just going to try and decipher it the best I can. Pick something, stitch on it, and if those prefix come around and say, that's not quite what we were looking for, I'm going to say, okay, and just move on about my life, because it's not worth the stress that some people are putting on it. And I don't have a problem with being wrong sometimes, as long as you can give me a reason that's reasonable. So, I think I'm going to use legendary creatures for magical creatures. I think I'm going to use Lady of the Flag for Muggle studies because she's holding a flag, which is a Muggle item. Maybe. This is just me spitballing. Arithmancy, Spangled seems to fit really well, but I've already worked on that this month, and I'm trying to get through more of my pieces because we're already through the 18th, and I don't feel like I feel like I've done a lot of work on a few things. So, I may use one of my avid animals because they have numbers. I think that's what that's about. Divination, I don't know. Not sure about that one yet. So anyways, I'm going to get started stitching, and then I will try to remember to check back in with y'all and show you what I did choose to work on. Of course, all of that will be before Lady of the Flag, which I'll work on after I put my computer up. My mother-in-law is my relief in the morning, so I know she'll be here about 5:30. So I'll have to pack up before then, so I don't end up like this morning where I'm scrambling to pack everything up as they're sitting out there. Because I bring a lot of stuff in here. I feel like I need all my stuff because I'm so indecisive. I decide at the very last minute. Oh, one more thing. So I didn't bring my new starts with me, but I'm going to do a new start, I guess, tomorrow night when I get here. So let's go ahead and spin for that. Because tomorrow's the 19th, so I start something new on the 19th. I do not have my Harry Potter projects on here because I'm starting those on specific months, and this is not that month. And this is how I'm going to do Mania too. That is all the stuff I currently have kitted. I'm preparing to kit a few more things here pretty soon. And then I'm just going to, when I get to work, do that. So we can see. I can't even see what they say until it pops up. So, sugar cookies. Ooh, I've been really wanting to start that one. So, I believe that's by Bent Creek. No, Cricket Collection. Cricket Collection, sugar cookies. So, I will make sure and grab that when I'm at home tomorrow so that I can start it after Mini Phantom of the Masquerade gets its few stitches tomorrow night. I like new starts. I don't like to do them so often that I get overwhelmed by them or overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that I have. Especially since I do Mania and now we do that ornament thing in December, and between the two, I could pretty much keep a good amount of whips. So I'm just excited it's the 19th and I have an excuse to start a new whip. So I'm going to get to stitching and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye. Good morning, everybody. I almost forgot to do this. I started putting things up and I was like, why is this still out? Because I haven't showed y'all yet. So anyway, we put in 200 stitches tonight. So that was, okay, so these blocks right here are only 70 stitches. And because, 3 of the rows were on the previous page. So I did those two. So that would be 140, and so then I did 6 rows of this block, which makes another 60, exactly 200. I don't normally stop mid-block, but I really wanted to do some other stuff, and if I spun again, if I rolled again, I'd end up with another big number, and we'd be on this all night. So there's my start on page 3, and it's currently the 19th, so I'll work on it tonight. There's 30 days this month, so I say at least 28 more days. I could get a pretty good start on that 3rd page. So, next we started on homework. And I'm pretty confident in my choices, but if they're wrong, okay. I did go through and I read, the question and answer threads where people asked, okay, would this work? Here's my reason. And Kate or Vicky says yes or no or whatever. So that's why I'm pretty confident with my choices. But like I said, if somebody says it doesn't work, that's fine with me. So the first thing I worked on tonight, I've only worked on 2 of the 5. And I'll do a few more tonight, but I'll go ahead and let you know what they are. We'll start with the ones I started on tonight, though. My first one was for Muggle Studies. Gotta figure out where I put that. Oh, there it is. I decided to pull out one of my Advent animals because I really need to be working on them. And animals are not Muggle Studies, but she has this pinwheel. Actually, now that I look at it, it looks like a flower, but I thought it was a pinwheel. And so I said, you know, it's a Muggle device, and so that. So that was what I used for Muggle Studies. Let me just show you a little more clearly where I got on Pearly Pig. She's one of my Year of Whips. She's one of the Advent animals I wish to get done this year. And she's about maybe halfway. And that was over 200 stitches because I also had to complete something for Stitchopoly. So I don't stop until I've completed both goals. Whichever one is more. So, in that case, I think it was 200. I think my Stitchopoly I needed like 160 and the homework needed 200, so I did the homework. And that encompassed both of them. And then I spun again, landed on Rosewood Manor, which is 260 stitches, right? Yeah. And for my second homework, for Ancient Runes, I worked on, see, I put them up. Mess with my head. I worked on At Our House by Lizzie Kate, on the one for myself. Because the one for someone else was a WhipGo project recently, so it's been worked on this month. So I chose the one for myself to kind of work on something that hadn't already been worked on. And here's where it is. So a lot of, I finished Forgiveness, I did this heart, and I worked on this little beehive and coming over this way. Because I ran out of floss for the words in order to come over here and do the words, and I didn't want to pull floss out just to do it when I could work on something else that was nearby that I had enough floss for. So, that is where I'm at on that one. And homework number 2 is done. The homework was 200, Monopoly was 267. You see where I'm going with this, right? How I make it work for multiple things. I sure hope so. So, we have 3 other classes. Magical Creatures, which I'm going to work on Legendary Creatures. Alphabet by Clouds Factory, because all of them are pretty much magical creatures. I mean, it has a leprechaun. For divinations, I think I'm going to work on Mini Treasure Hunt Bookshelf. I'm pretty sure there's like a crystal ball on the shelf. And, you know, they make predictions with the crystal balls. So, and arithmancy, I'm not sure I'm saying that right. I'm going to work on Mini Alice in a Dolly Dream, because she has a clock, and clock has numbers, and math is time, and I don't know, somebody asked about a clock, and she said the clock works, so, so that's 2 Heaven and Earth designs I'll be pulling out, so it may take me 3 nights to get these all completed instead of just 2, we'll see. So, that's what I worked on tonight. I'm going to go pack up all this stuff in my car, and then we're going to work on Lady of the Flag for the next, like, 2.5 hours. It's earlier than I would normally do it because I got to a stopping point. If I pull out one of these, I'm not going to be able to finish it. I'm going to have to stop midway and then pull out Lady of the Flag. I just figured it's better just to give Lady of the Flag a little extra time. So, that's what I'm going to do. And I will check back in with y'all tonight. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Recording a little differently today because I left my laptop at home. The Stitch With Me was still uploading when I got up today. It was at like 64%, I want to say. By the time I left the house, it was 72, which was a good jump. I don't know what happened, whatever. Anyway, so I decided to go ahead and leave it there to finish uploading versus using my phone's data to try and get it uploaded tonight. I already have it to where it'll automatically publish when it's finished. But I didn't think about having to record my vlog. So, we're going to record this on my phone and hope it doesn't make this video take forever to upload. I don't know. I don't even know, y'all. So, I really need faster internet speeds, but I live in the middle of nowhere, so my internet is... So, I have a couple things I got in the mail I want to show y'all. Then we'll be... I think I got the stitches I needed last night for Lady of the Flag in order to roll again on Stitchopoly. I have to double check that. So Mini Phantom of the Masquerade will of course be first up on the block. And then we have, tonight's a new start. So I should really see if I can make this fit into one of my things. I don't know. Anyway, remember I spun sugar cookies from the Cricut collection. So I'm going to start on that. At midnight, I will stop working on that unless I get it to fit into something. Stop working on that, work on a homework, and then, you know, Lady of the Flag after like 4 o'clock. Excuse me. There are bugs. It is warm enough for bugs. It is too warm. It's like 7 degrees outside, so it actually feels really nice because we get lots of wind here in West Texas. But yes, there are bugs again all of a sudden. Just tonight. Tonight's the first night I've noticed them. Okay, got in the mail. First was from Crazy Annie's. Right before market, I signed up for one of their... It was a market release, but they're going to release it a little bit all year. So I'm on auto ship for those now, and it is Needle Bling Designs. This one's spooky. It's the first of 7. So I hope that's clear. It's hard to tell on my phone. Okay, so there's that. So I'll be getting those each time they ship. I'm guessing 1 a month. I'm not positive. So there's that. And then I got my fabric of the month. This is actually February's fabric of the month. She's running really behind, so she just skipped March altogether. So I took what I would normally pay for fabric of the month and just ordered one of her fabrics for March. Sorry about the bugs. And the angle. I don't like the angle either, but it is what it is. So this is like pink with a little darker gray pink. It's really light, really pretty. Called Rosemerta. I don't know. 32 count Jobelin from Under the Sea Fabrics. It's actually showing up pretty good. A little darker than what it actually is, but that's my lighting. That's not, you know. So, I'm sure it'll find its way. It's one of the more neutrally colors that she's ever put out. She's usually known for her, you know, vivid or bright or, you know, really modeled with bright colors or different. What am I looking for? Like purple and pink, you know, or purple and green, like big colors. Anyway, but that's really nice. So I'll put it in my stash, and hopefully I need to be getting some more stuff here soon. So those are the two things I got in the mail. I have something coming from Trisha at 3 All Threads. I still haven't got my color and cotton for the month. They're running behind because of Market 2. What else? And my fabric from Crazy Annie's Picture This Plus fabrics. But I haven't even paid for that yet. So they should be invoicing me any day now for that. I think that's it. We'll see. Who knows? I got a super awesome package coming tomorrow. So this may be the last night of this vlog so that I can start my new vlog with my new toy. We'll see. That's my current plan. We'll see. Okay, I'll get to stitching, and y'all get to stitching, and well, I hope y'all are stitching while you listen to me blabber on. Right? All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's Wednesday morning. I believe the 20th. Yeah, pretty sure. So, slow and steady last night. Got some stitches in. Worked on, and of course I already put it up because I'm an idiot. But Minnie, Allison, and Dolly Dream. I got quite a bit done, but it is confetti. Holy heck. So, and plus, I had originally started this piece trying to do cross country for the page and decided I really didn't like that. So now I'm trying to transition to how I normally stitch. So I'm working in between stitches. It's awkward right now, but I'm managing, and you can see quite a bit of progress there. The blank spots you see in my diagonal are because I don't have that color for some reason. So when I go back to fill it in, I'm going to be able to just go down the rows with that one color and put it all in. Anyway, I put 272 stitches in this tonight. So, but it looks like a heck of a lot more. But it's because that cross country had a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and now I was just kind of filling in the in-betweens. So I'm liking where that's going. These little ones you see at the bottom, those are at the bottom of the page. This is the far side of the page, so you got a pretty good idea of where the page is there. So that one worked for, or I'm assuming worked for arithmancy, because the picture has a clock on it. So numbers, symmetry, time, math, the whole 9 yards. So 3 homeworks down. Tonight I changed divinations from Mini Treasure Hunt Bookshelf because I've already worked on that this month, and so I was like, if I could figure anything else out, I'd rather do it. Excuse me. One of my avid animals is Hattie Hedgehog, and she is pouring tea. Well, she's not pouring it. The teapot's next to her, the teacup's on her head, but she's making tea. And in divinations, they read tea leaves, so that works perfectly. I will work on that one tonight, along with Legendary Creatures. I should be able to knock both those out pretty quick. Did I show y'all? No, because it's still out. Here's where I got on Mini Phantom of the Masquerade. We just barely got a start on, those stitches are small. Anyways, on that third line, or on that second line in the third box. So, and of course we completed this box. So we're all good there. It was 60 stitches because I had landed on Brooks Books, which is not the purple square right next to Go, and then they have one in between them, and then there's the other purple square. It's that one. So only 60 stitches, and that was perfect because I wanted to get a start on my new start because yesterday was the 19th. And I ended up working on this till 11:15ish because I ate, and I was in between rolls, or I had rolled again, and it was going to be like 180 stitches, and I knew that would go past midnight. And I was like, I knew Minnie Alice and a Dolly Dream was going to take me a while just to get those 200 and something stitches because of the confetti. So I went ahead and started it a little early. So I started Sugar Cookies by the Cricket Collection. And here's where I got to. So I started in the middle. I'm going to fold this up so I can see. Maybe. How's that? Yep, there we go. I started in the middle, which of course splits across 2 pages. So the middle started with the star outline, so I did it, but I didn't want to switch back and forth between pages. So then I just finished filling in the star on this side of the page and then moved up to cookies, and I was moving this way. I think next time I pull it out, if I remember, I'll start on that page and work this way, and then we'll just see where I go from there, because your guess is as good as mine. But we got to start on it. I've been wanting to do this one and hang it up in my kitchen for a while. Oh, I love how I say that, like it's not just gonna go hiding in a box for a couple of years. I'm organizing my stitchy area because I got a new bookshelf. Well, I bought a new bookshelf. Daughter stole the new bookshelf and gave me her bookshelf, but it's all gravy. So like I've been transferring some of my stuff that were in these drawers, and I'm not completed because I need like those fabric pop-up. I need some stuff to make it all organized. But anyway, I started moving some stuff over there, and so I had this bag, this like duffel bag type thing, and in it I had a couple of these pencil pouches. I don't know why I pulled one out from down there when I had this one right here. Anyway, I had a couple of those with finishes in them, and one of them you couldn't even zip it. It was just like they were just kind of stuffed in there. And I took those out and I put them in a box, and I don't have a fancy box yet for them to be in, so it's just one of those boxes of sheet protectors. I would pick the one up off the floor, but it's open and it's still full of sheet protectors, so it'll fall apart and then I'll have sheet protectors all over the place. So I took one of those and I was laying them out, and it's all the ones from last year and from the year before, because that's when I started like actually keeping track of stuff. And I was like, man, I really should do something with all of these as I'm filling up the box. So anyways, so I'm gonna get all that put up. My mother-in-law is my relief again in the morning. Hopefully she's able to bring breakfast. She tried to bring me breakfast yesterday, but the place didn't have any breakfast made. So anyway, I'm gonna pack on up and then work on Lady of the Flag. She's still super creepy. Look at that creepy face. I got a lot done after I spoke to y'all last night, all up in there. So while watching 911, have y'all watched this show? It is an awesome, like, edge of your seat show. It's kind of hard to stitch too because you kind of just want to sit down your stitching and stare at the TV. They just finished season 2, I think. Anyways, it was the finale that I watched last night, and it was just like it has to be season 2, maybe even 3. I don't know. It was a jaw dropper, just like several other episodes, and it sucks because it's a finale and I'm gonna have to wait until they come back. And I mean, it was like, so yeah, I'm into so many shows right now, y'all. So my husband just made me start The Order, which is like, one of those type of shows. It's really interesting, but I'm really not sure what's going on just yet, even though I'm three episodes in. I'm taking it old school, and I'm watching a couple older shows that, well, I was a kid when they were popular, so they weren't something I would enjoy watching, or something I probably shouldn't have been watching. So I'm watching Friends. It's kind of my comic relief in between my more dramatic shows. And that's definitely something I should have watched as a kid, because there's a lot of innuendos. It's hilarious. I'm watching ER. I didn't watch it the first go round, but I've been a Grey's Anatomy fan from day one, and I'm seeing so much like relation. Like, you could almost tell that the writer for Grey's was inspired maybe by ER, because there's some similarities there. But Grey's will always be my favorite. I'm still not caught up on Supernatural. I'm in like season 11. I'm getting there. I'm getting close, but not yet. I got a little behind on Blind Spot, so I'm trying to catch up on it. It's a really good show. I don't know if y'all have seen Mom. It is hilarious. It's really funny. And I had gotten completely caught up with what was on Hulu, and now I'm having to watch it on CBS All Access for the most recent season. And I think it just got renewed for 2 more seasons. So it's another comic relief one where when things are getting too dramatic in all my other shows, I can go there and kind of laugh a little bit and then get back to it. So that's just some of the shows I'm watching right now. I have a bunch of my live ones that I'm completely caught up on, so I just, whenever they hit Hulu each week, I've got, Grey's and Station 19 and Will and Grace and 911. There's The Rookie. That one's really good if you haven't seen it. I have a bunch, but those I keep up with as soon as they come out, I watch them. These other shows are ones where I'm watching, like I'm binging. But I don't watch the same show. I don't know if I can call it binging, right? Because most people sit there and watch one show from start to finish. Whereas I'll watch like ER, Friends, The Order, Friends, Supernatural, Mom. Break it up with my funny ones in between. So, okay, I'm going to stop prattling and get to work. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end this one here. I don't think it's as long as my other ones. It may be in the 30-minute range by now. But new toy tonight, so different video tomorrow will make life easier for me. It kind of sucks because my Stitch With Me finally went up last night. Stay tuned after the credits if you want to see my daughter try her hand at a Stitch With Me. I didn't watch it completely before adding it onto my video, and so I didn't realize how long she just kind of sits there and makes noises. But everybody's enjoying it. So it uploaded yesterday, which was the 19th, and then I'm gonna upload this one on the 20th to the 21st. So that's how it works. But thank you everybody for subscribing and keep coming back each week for these vlogs. I'm enjoying it, so it will continue to stay this way. Because that's what it's about, right? It's about what I want to do. It's all about me. No. Okay. My eyes are starting to itch, and I have alcohol in my hands, so that's not helping my eyeballs. I hope you all have a great stitchy week, and I will see y'all soon.